How to stop comparing yourself with others? This is a question asked by one of my students, wherein he shares that, like, sir, when I actually see it on social media, or when I see somebody who is actually doing better than me or looking better than me, or somewhere, that feeling of insecurity will actually come. How do I actually stop doing this? Is that also your question? Then stay tuned till the end of this value video. Those of you who do not know me, hi, I'm Keerthan. I'm the author of the book Why Being Independent is Awesome and XMoney Secrets. I'm also an entrepreneur running successful ventures and also an educator. So my main purpose of this particular channel is to make sure that I help people how you can actually have it all. How can you live an extraordinary and independent life? And that is 100% possible. Let's actually understand this today. When it comes to this comparison, we all in one or the other place. Could be when you are very young, you compared yourself, or somebody have compared themselves with you, right? And usually when people compare, the first stage of a comparison is you feeling sad, right, as an individual. And another person, sometimes if they come to know that they are comparing with you, they might feel little ego rush, right? That's absolutely okay. But the second stage for you as an individual, after being sad, you feel sad, then slowly it starts becoming jealousy, right? And that is when it is turning into a poison. So that is very, very important to identify and understand that to stop it, because professional jealousy today, it is actually happening in corporates, it is happening in companies, in various different sectors today. Professional jealousy is there everywhere, where people compare themselves with the promotions that their colleagues get. They get it with so many different things, and it is very important that you identify that. And how do you stop this? Because I will give you with a small scenario. Think about it, okay? So think about it. Right now I'm actually drawing something which is I love, okay? This is what? This is actually, and yes, tell me, what is it? Okay, let me draw it fully. You see the cone and you see an ice cream, right? And when you are actually eating this ice cream, tell me, how do you feel? You feel awesome, right? You feel happy. But let's consider this, wherein you are having an ice cream, okay, and suddenly you see another cone with another person, okay, wherein he does not have just one scoop, he have 3 scoop ice cream. And let's consider you love ice cream and you really like that. Now having the same 1 scoop feels like, no, I'm not having these 3 scoop. And this is the total thing of comparison is all about. Because if you're all alone with yourself, you know exactly what you're enjoying. You will enjoy the ice cream. But now let's consider you are made not to, because when you are all kids, right? So if your own friend got this 3 scoop ice cream and you only got 1 scoop, you felt bad, isn't it? But when you are actually just having 1 scoop, you just enjoyed it. So which means that basically the idea of comparison in our brain actually goes down to starting from our childhood, and we keep building that habit and keep moving forward with that. And in this video I'm going to share about the 4 important things that you can do to stop comparing yourself with others. Would you like that? Okay, so then be here, because it's very, very important, because people have done this with their grades. They compare themselves, because today college actually teaches that. Like, they don't tell us the definition of, leave your definition of success. So they have a standard definition and everybody have to fit into that definition of success. Then definitely people will compare, people feel unhappy, right? So all these things are actually part of that. But it's very, very important. Rather than comparison, I like these 2 words, okay? So these are very, very important 2 words. If you like this, I want you to write this down. If you really cannot stop yourself from comparing, but if you can actually get these 2 words which are starting from C, you can do amazing things. The first word, write this down. Rather than comparing with that person, if your grade is low and the other person's grade is great, right, in college, rather than comparing, see if you can collaborate. The word is collaborate, right? I want you to write this down. Collaboration, right? How can you collaborate with that person? See if you can work together, right, and learn together and grow together. That's possible in business, that's possible in various different areas of life. But some of you might be already thinking, no sir, people with good grades will not teach us. Right, I understand. Or people with amazing wealth will not teach how to create wealth. Not everybody is same. You need to understand there are a lot of people who having that heart set to help. The only thing that is required for you, if you really want it, you have to ask. Ask and you shall receive. Rather than comparison, see if you can collaborate. That's number one. If you cannot collaborate, make sure that, okay, if this is not a collaboration possibility, don't compare and just be sad and jealous and so many other negative things. Rather than that, have a healthy competition. Okay, so if you have a healthy competition with Bill Gates, that doesn't make sense. Have a healthy competition with somebody who is just doing better than you. Right? Not a comparison, but a healthy competition just to improve yourself and improve that person as well. Right? Then these two words can really change you. Right? Collaboration and competition, not comparison. Hope you understood this. Now let's actually understand the 4 amazing ideas to solve this comparison problem. Right? How do you stop yourself from comparing yourself with others? Number 1. Okay? So know your triggers. When is that you actually get yourself triggered to compare? Most of the people, it's when they see Instagram. They see people going lone trips and they suddenly feel they are all having a happy life, they're all having, or you see suddenly an amazing dress somebody wearing. Oh, look at that jewelry, look at that dress, like how cool is that? I'm not having that. Guess what? You immediately get yourself into the unhappiness mode because those are your triggers for your unhappiness. But the thing is that, so how can I actually grow? Don't have that triggers, because that could lead to, if you don't feel like having that could lead to jealousy, that could lead to grievances, that could lead to various different things, like you feel sorrow, like sad, so many things, right? So that is very, very important. So number 1 is know your trigger and identify that. And usually when you know that, okay, right now I'm comparing my beauty with somebody, right? Usually you girls have this, right? Who is looking better here, right? Don't do that, right? It's very important at that time you take a deep breath within. Okay, now I'm getting into this trigger, I gotta avoid that. And you know what? When you take a deep breath within and then there is a point which is the end, that is where you gotta stay. That is when you will bring yourself from your head to the present moment. You got to be in the present. Most of the people are in head. When they go to marriage function, guess what? Everybody is comparing, everybody is judgmental, everybody is seeing, everybody is scanning, right? Who is wearing what, this, that, right? But it's very important, and that is when people feel bad. And it's very important at that moment, take a deep breath within. At that peak point, get yourself into the present and breathe out again. And at this point again, get yourself into the presence. Presence plays an important role. You know the trigger and you just release it, rather than making that trigger as a source to create series of events and dramas in your life. So number 1, know your trigger and release. Number 2, gratitude. This is very, very important, right? If you count your blessings, what is that you are already blessed with, right? What and all you already have. Everybody, okay, have many things for them to count their blessings. Many people don't do this, right? So think about the kind of, like, many people do not even have the food. Many people do not have the shelter, and you all have that. But you are always comparing yourself with somebody, you always feel this way, right? So this is very important. Count your blessing. Number 3 is, this is very important. I learned this from Huna culture. In that culture, they say that if you are actually, think about it, luxury is different for everybody, right? So if you are in Maruti, you having a Honda City could be a luxury for you. If you are in a Honda City, for you having a BMW is a luxury for you. If you are having a BMW, for you Rolls Royce, having a Ferrari, Lamborghini is a luxury for you. People keep comparing, right? But your luxury should not be defined by where you are. It should be also with your internal feeling. How do you feel? Like you could be feeling pathetic sitting in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a BMW or whichever it is, right? So this is something I learned from Huna culture. They said, if you are in a place right now, let's consider you are in a BMW, you see somebody driving a Rolls Royce. Bless that what you want. This is very important. This is the third one. Bless that what you want. Bless them with more success. Let them get more success, more possibility, let it happen in their life. Right? Not feeling jealous. Look at my life, I'm still in BMW. Look at them, they are in Rolls Royce. Look at them, they are in Ferrari. This will always end up people in very worst place that they never thought would be in. They will make loans, they will get into debts just to show off people, just to show that they are like this big. But the thing is that really they are not feeling that inside. And this is very important. You gotta bless. Okay, if they're having that something better than you, like this could happen in families, in relatives, right? Somebody is having a house or somebody is having something else. You start comparing, right? That's the source of unhappiness, right? So this is very important. As I told you, the third one, bless that what you want. If somebody is actually succeeding above you, bless to the, like ask that blessings and give that blessings to them to grow forward. And here is the fourth one. Okay, the fourth one, if you really want to compare, if you really want to compare, sir, I don't feel like stop comparing, I keep seeing. Do you know what? The best person to compare yourself is your yesterday's self. Compare your yesterday and today. Have you become better? Have you become better with how do you carry yourself as a person? Right? Have you become better with the things that what you already have? Have you become better in doing? Are you doing better things? Have you become more productive in your work? Or have you become more lazy? Some of you have to reflect. If you see your yesterday was better. Today you have become lazy. You are not doing anything. Now it's time. Oh, I have to compare myself with my old self. Not with somebody in Instagram. Not with somebody somewhere. Or not your relatives. Compare if you really want to. The best person to compare, this is the fourth point, is you. Right? Hope you understood. These are the things that if you can get it right, you will understand how do you actually get yourself from that. So that's the way to stop yourself from comparing with others. Hope you got the value. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel because it will encourage us to actually serve you and add more value videos like this to you. And also click on that like button. So and also share your learnings. What did you learn from this particular session in the comments? I would love to read them. And also share like if any incidents or situations that have happened around comparison, and if you have stopped yourself from doing that, you got a trigger and then you made it happen, then please do come here and share that as well. I would love to read all of them. Look forward to see you in the next value video.